should be. So we're working on the body area right now. Um, I am trying to see if I want to do an extra row for the body because this yarn is slightly lighter than this one is, and but they're the same thickness, but um, about the same thickness. But you see, that one has more fur on it than this one does. So I'm thinking I might need to go an extra row just to make sure that the body is the right size for the head. So that's the only thing I'm really concerned about. So I'm trying to get logged into my other account so that I can see what's going on. And if y'all hear a lot of barking in the background, I'm so sorry for that because that's my neighbor's dog barking at my son and my dog. So we're just gonna have to, just be patient about it because my other dog we just adopted is probably barking at them too. But I'm in like the third row, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of a little bit harder to see the stitches with this yarn because it's a little bit less thick as that one. So we're in the one increase row. So that's the third row. And based on the pattern, we should be going up to five increases. So this is one. This is double trouble. I need to probably cut some air on. Hi, Adrian. I'm gonna need to cut some air on. Let me see if I can just get a little airflow going in here. Hi, Pro Editor. I might have to redo this stitch here because it's not wanting to knit off correctly. So let's try it again. I don't know why it doesn't want to knit off. Let's take it off. All right, let's go back in that stitch and try again. So this is an increase. So I usually say double trouble for um and thanks for the likes, Pro Editor. I don't know why it just doesn't want to. I'm working with a different yarn today, so it's just being naughty. So I hope this is not what today is going to be like. Cause why is this other stitch so tight? All right, so that's one. Gotta put another one here. I go live often, and I go live often, and people are interested in crochet. So, hi, Miriam. Hi, Larry. And I try to help as much when I go live. So, it's all about personality, doing a tutorial, doing something people are interested in, and being consistent. So, that's one. Double trouble, one. Double trouble, double trouble. Right, Kaylee? Hi, Ten and them. It makes that popping sound. I think this is supposed to be double trouble. It's gonna be harder for me to see these stitches. I might cut my air on because This is going to give me a workout today. Okay. So this is like the first stitch here. One, two, three, one, two, three. So one, and I like to say double trouble. Now I like my stitches tight because the what's if I make it tight, if I make it any looser, my two fingers are already going through there. So if I make it any looser, then I got three fingers going through there. So I don't need it any looser than what it needs to be. And this is a normal. This is normal for this um, hook. Thank you, Cake Sweet, because the yarn is really thick. Yeah, the turtle is gonna be. This is like one of my turtle slippers, so it's gonna be really big. So the yarn is really thick, so I have to use a bigger hook. I could finger crochet it, but I'm very particular about making sure my stitches come out the same. And I feel like my fingers, it's gonna be different tension each time because I have arthritis in my hands and they shake. So I just would rather not do it with my fingers. One, two, one, two, one, put two here. I'm making a turtle and I crochet too, and it's not too tight for me. Like I said, I'm actually gonna start responding to those comments. My fingers are going between here. Two of my fingers are going between here. It's not tight because if it was, I wouldn't be able to get two fingers in here. So I'm gonna stop responding to the tension stuff. So whatever you feel like, just keep saying whatever you feel like saying, and I just ignore it. But I'm making a turtle. I'm making a turtle. I think I put two here. Thanks so much for the likes. But anyone else that's tell you they've used this hook, this is like what normally happens. So it just is what it is. Oh, no problem at all. Okay, one. So since I crochet and I've had quite a bit of experience, I'm not gonna have a go back and forth with people about what I'm doing. Okay, that's double. This is double. Thank you, Cake Sweet. And I actually really, when I'm crocheting and plushies, I prefer a tighter tension so my fiber doesn't come through. So either way, this is the way I'm doing it. Thanks so much. So if that's really bothering you, then I'm not holding you hostage. I would never hold people hostage. One double, one double. So one double, one double. Exactly, Cake Sweet. That's why I'm trying to stay away from all those extra comments because I'm like, I'm trying to enjoy my time here. And so, yeah. And I'm really excited just to see how this comes out. I've done it once before, but I'm using two different thickness of yarns, kind of, because they're two different brands. So I'm kind of concerned that this one is going to be a little bit more porous than my other one was. Wait, what did I just do? I just did something wrong. Let's see, one double, one double, one double, one double, one double. Did I put two stitches here? It feels like I put two stitches here. Alright, what did I do? Hold on just a second, y'all. One double, one double, one double, one double, one. And I should have put two in here. Two in here, and then one double. Hi, Fabia. Right, and I do a lot of other stuff too. So I knit, and I like I've done macrame once. I would have to probably sit down and practice macrame a little bit more. And I've done I'm a oh I could really only sew a pillow professionally. That's about it, because it's just four sews. I'm in four corners, so that's that's about as far as I'll get with like sewing. But I've wanted to get into sewing, but since I've started crocheting, I've learned I wanted to get into sewing so I can make clothes, but since I've learned crocheting, I'm able to make clothes. So I've just, I've just let sewing go. But I do love to watch people sew. And I've made jewelry too. I used to make jewelry. Oh, it's been about 6 years since I made jewelry. Let me pull this a little tighter here. All right. And I probably need to grab hook over here. All right. This sometimes if I can't get the hook through the hole, I'm gonna use my smaller hook to pull it through, or use my finger. So that might happen from time to time. So we just finished our one increase row. Now we're gonna do our two increase row. One, two, increase. One, two. Hi, Char. I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying. I am working on the shell of my turtle. So I've done like the fins. I got a fin hanging out with me, and right now I'm here's a fin, and right now I'm working on the shell part. Hi, Cindy. I'm trying to keep up with the stitches, y'all. Let me go back and recount them to make sure. One, two, increase. One, two. You should put another stitch here. Awesome, Cake Sweet. All right, that's double. This is one, two. I mean, that was one. This is two. And double trouble. I like to say double trouble so I know that I put two stitches here. Thanks so much for the likes, y'all. I appreciate it. All right, that's double trouble. One, two, need some more yarn loosened up. Thanks so much for the likes. I think I said that was one, and that's two, double, one, two, double, one, two. Let me make sure. Go back. Alrighty. That's not a stitch. And so I might have accidentally messed it up. One, two, double, one, two, double, one, two, double. I think I messed it up because I accidentally counted that this as a stitch and or did I do it? Let me see. If I can fit the hook in there, that's, this is not a stitch. That's not a stitch. All right, so I threw myself off. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. All right, so this is not a stitch. One, two, and I put two in the next stitch. So that's the stitch, and this should say two. This should be two. Hi, Darwin. Okay, this should be double trouble. One, two, double trouble. One, two, double trouble. One, two. Might have to loosen that one up a little bit. Two. Sometimes I do get a little too tight, so it's two. Like I said, whenever I do make it a little too tight, I just hook it in there with the smaller hook. So that's one, two, double, um, treble. One, two. Oh, something is not right. Is this a stitch? Yeah, this is a stitch. It's a stitch. Did I say? All right, let me go back. I need to count how many stitches in this row because I keep this yarn is confusing me way more than this one did. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. No, no, no. Am I gonna have to do like the whole row over? Let me see, because this is one, this is two. Okay, let me go to the back. This is my two of my fingers won't go in this one. So this is not a stitch. So it should be one, two, double trouble. One, two, double trouble. One, two, double trouble. I can feel the two stitches. One, two, double trouble. One, two, double trouble. Two. This is not right. Did I put enough stitches in the last round? I don't know. So that might have been where I messed up if I didn't put enough stitches in the last round. And you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm not gonna frog this. I'm just gonna make sure this equals up to 24. And so I'm not gonna tell you a story. Because I don't like frogging rows over and over and over. So I'm just gonna make sure I know this is not a stitch. So one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. 18, 19, 20. So we're going to do an increase right here. 18, 19, because I'm not doing this row over. 18, 19. I don't know where I messed up at because I'm having difficulty seeing the stitches because of this type of yarn. Like when I did it with the tan yarn, I could see the stitches, but I'm struggling a little bit with this one, so I don't want to frog it. I just want to keep going, and then I'll just fix it in the next round. So this is single, and this should be 12, and this should be 18, and this should be 24. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get my 24 stitches in there. So if you're a beginner, ignore me. Ignore me. Don't do what I do. But I always did this. I will not. Sometimes I won't start a row over, and then I just like, well, I'll just make up for it and just make sure all the stitches are in there. In a row, like it's supposed to be in a row. All right. So as long as my circle ended up being flat still, I'm still going in the right direction, even though I did not increase the correct way per se. So this is not a stitch, we're going to slip stitch here. Hi Jaya. Hi JM. Alright, so let me slip stitch here. Ooh, I snatched it through. Alright, so the last row was supposed to be 1, 2, increase. So now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because sometimes when I'm struggling on a row, at some point I'm just like, let's hang that row up and move on. And that's just what I did. I don't want to spend too much time trying to figure out what went wrong. Just as long as I got the right amount of stitches and then I put the stitches in there the right way, the next row will solve the problem. So it was 1, 2, 3. This is a double trouble. So double trouble. And if I can't count the stitches, I just try to make sure I end up my last stitches in a row should be an increase, so that's how I know when something is wrong. And I don't like counting, so I'm just gonna do like the pattern, 1, 2, 3, double, 1, 2, 3, double, 1, 2, 3, double. And so at the end of the row, I should end up with a double. So that's how I keep up with my stitches. And sometimes I end up with like, oh my goodness, where was I? But not a lot. So I'm willing to trade not counting and only counting specific ways to to just get the work done. Hi Olga. I think this was supposed to be double trouble. And I'm gonna go back and double check because trying to make sure this row ends up the right way. All right, so this is the initial slip stitch. So this will be 1, 2, 3, double, 1, 2, 3, double. So far we are in the right direction. So 1, 2, 3, I need some more yarn. Double trouble. Double. I have to say double first, and I say trouble second, so I know that I've done the second part of the second stitch to the increase. Because if I don't say trouble, then I'm in some trouble. All right, that was double trouble. So now we're in 1, 2, 3. 1. Hi, Leah. 1, 2, 3. All right, double trouble. Okay. One, two, three. Hi, Ruben. Double trouble. And this is a little bit warm in here, so that's another reason why I'm kind of like struggling a little bit. I probably should cut my air on, but right now I'm just like, let's just get it done. So one, two, three, double trouble. Yeah, that's right. Hi, Trung. One, two, three, and I was gonna use all blue, but I feel like I want to go for like this is like a sea turtle. Hi, Shelly, Chalet. Since this is like a sea turtle, I want to do these two colors as the shell. So whenever I just run out of this color, I'm gonna see how far I'm into it. Then I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna do like more blue, and I'll probably like do this like well, I'll probably do like this, then switch to this, and then switch to the other blue. I kind of wanted to. I just want this to be really. I want this to really show up as well. So I feel like these three colors work really well together. This is gonna be the shell, and these. This is gonna be like the body part. Thank you. This is a 25 millimeter. So I'm trying to do like a whole beach color thing, and I'm right now I'm just trying to decide whether I want to do the eyes as brown, like a chocolate brown, or not maybe not a I don't know between a yeah a chocolate brown or do the eyes the same color as this blue and this green. So what I would do is I would mix up the yarn. So I put like you know how you got the like the black part of the eye and the blue and green would be like the outside of the I can't think of what to call it right now. Would be like the white part, the normal white part of the eye. And I'm trying to make it like speckled. So that's why I was like, yeah. So I'm torn between brown and light blue and this mint color for the eye. So we are done with the three increase row. We are getting ready to move to the four increase row. So this is that first stitch. All right. So we're gonna do four increase. So one, two, three. Thanks so much for the likes. Four. And I'm gonna need some more yarn. So I like my yarn to be really loose. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the beginning of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's loosen up this. And we're going, sorry, we'll be doing increase. So I'm gonna put that right here. I try to keep it in a certain place so it won't be so all over the place. All right, so increase, so that means double treble, double treble, double treble. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this should be double treble. Let me go back. 1, that's not it. Is it? Is it? Is it? I lost. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, double. 1, 2, 3, 4, double. Yeah, double trouble. Trouble. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 'Thank you, Bree. Double treble. Okay. I think I just said double treble and feel that. 1, turn this notification off on my computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, double treble. All right, let me go and double check myself. So this is one. Got a little speck of dirt somewhere. One, two, three, four. Double trouble. No, that don't look right. Where am I? I think this is the start right here. One, two, three, four, double. 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 Okay, so we are where we should be. So one, two, three, four, double. I think I'm wrong. No, double, trouble, double, trouble, double, trouble. I need some more yarn loosened. I think I'm gonna go one more extra row. So this one, two, three, four. Where you at? Where you at? One, two, three, four, double trouble. Okay. So I'm starting to see how it's coming out, and I think I'm going to do an extra row because once I get done with this, there's one more row which is five, and I don't feel like this because this yarn is slightly thinner. Hi Barbara. Hi Morose. Since this yarn is slightly thinner than the yarn that I was using to make the body, it is not coming out as wide as I would like for it to. So instead of just doing five increases, yeah. Well, the this one is um this this one is Mellow Bellow, and I got it from TikTok. But this one that I'm working on right now is is yeah, there it is. Loosen threads. And I got it on sale, but I've had it like 2 or 3 years now. And I got it on sale. It was on clearance, and it's I don't know what that color says. I'll hold it up close. I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying. Hi, welcome to the live. I'm making a turtle, and let me see if it says a different color in another spot, because sometimes they have like a different color in another spot. No, that's what it says, and I don't want to pronounce that. And this one didn't have the color that came with it, but it looks more like a mint color. No problem. Um, but I'm making a turtle. I'm making a shell of a turtle, and um, yeah. So I'm making a really huge turtle. I was trying to see what else did I need to add to that. All right, so I should be doing one, two, three, four increase. My last increase of the round. Then I'm moving on to round. I think that's six. Or seven. Six or seven. Yeah, yeah. I think it would be fine for a blanket. It says on here, um, machine wash warm. Do not bleach. Dry flat. So don't put it in the dryer. Do not iron and dry clean any solvent. I don't know what that part means. But this is I think these are typically polyester yarn. So if I can find it. Usually the blanket yarn is polyester. Yeah. So it's polyester. So if you know polyester is trying to kind of stretchy, and so maybe if you try to dry it, it'll probably like shrink it up some. So I would say wash it. It can be washed, but just let it air dry after. And I would, if I were washing it, I would gentle wash it. So I wouldn't even like just wash it. I would try to see if I could put it on the gentle wash, like how you wash your really nice stuff that you don't want to mess up. This one, two, but I think it'll be really nice for a blanket. But if I were doing like a blanket or something like that, I would I would lean more towards finger crochet or finger knitting. So I'm not gonna even tell the story. The knitting needles probably wouldn't be that bad, but I've seen people finger crochet and finger knit. This type of yarn, it just seems like it's better that way. And the only reason why I'm not doing that is because I'm very particular about things, and I'm trying to make sure all the stitches come out the same, because I'm kind of like, I'm worried that I won't have enough yarn by the end of this, and I want everything to be consistent. So I'm using the yarn efficiently, even though I might not be. I don't know, but either way, I'm doing it that way because that's what makes more sense to me. But it's easier to work this yarn with your fingers. So if you're gonna struggle with this hook, because personally I have arthritis in my spine and the pinched nerve in my shoulder, and so this hook is actually doing a number on them. So I actually want this to be my last project that I do this way. I'm gonna stick to more smaller yarn and probably like a 15 millimeter hook instead of this 25. If I do anything else with this 25, it's gonna be like I felt like I was in a good mood and I was like, let's do it, you know. So that's I'm just being honest. No problem. But yeah. All right, this chain one. All right, so we're on a 5 increase row, and I am going to go up to a 6. I need to cut my TV on. I think I got on here like 11:45, so I'm gonna get off here about 1:45. Excuse me. I'm gonna cut my TV on, and I want to mute it because I'm getting ready to cut it on, um, so I can see the other part of this video for this when I'm ready for it. All right, so one, two, three, four. And I want to say something else about this yarn, but let me finish this count real quick and I'll explain. Okay, so this yarn says to use a 25 millimeter hook, right? And I am crocheting, trying to crochet tight because with plushies you want to get fiber in there, and you don't want the fiber to come through. So I just want to show you that like I'm crocheting tight, and it has this much space in between. So while I'm crocheting, I'm actually being able to see through the yarn. Now this yarn that I used, and I'm gonna grab the head real quick so I can better explain without taking it apart. Okay, so this yarn that I use is a little bit thicker than what I'm using right now. And so if you see this one, I'm really barely able to get two up through there. So I'm able to get one through there. But when I pull it apart, I'm not really able to see what's going on in there either. So this yarn was a little bit thicker. Like I'm gonna show you even closer, because if you see this one, it's more flat. You can see the actual sole on this side and not on this side. But on this one, you can see like it's all the way. So it's fuller than the yarn that I'm using. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna fill this one up with just fiber fill, and instead of just filling this part up with fiber fill, since it's kind of porousy, like you can kind of see through it, I'm gonna fill up some stocking socks, like several stocking socks, and toss it into the body part, because I'm worried that someone can stick their finger in there and dig the poly out of it, because this one is a little bit, the yarn is a little bit thinner. So that's the thought. I already got some. I bought some socks for something else. So that's what I'm gonna do for this one, is I'm gonna fill it with stocking socks, stuff them with the polyfill, and then stuff the body of the turtle with those socks. So they try to dig in there and pull out, fiber field, they really won't be pulling out any fiber field. They'll really have to work for it. So just in case, a child, they buy this for a child gets really excited. They're like, ooh, my finger went through there. You know, they not gonna really get any fiber out of there. They're gonna be really just feeling the stocking socks. So that's the plan for this part. But the head, I am going to just do regular. I don't know. I might do the head that way too, because if it's a child can't get their two fingers in there. So I may do the head the same way. And I got plenty of fiber field to play around with. So I think I'm gonna do it that way. So one, two, three, four, five. We on double trouble. So yeah, that's my concern about this, is that the stitches aren't close enough, and if this were for a child, the child could get their fingers in there and pull out fiber. So I'm gonna use stocking socks and fill those with the fiber, and then stuff the um the turtle that way. And I also all things Jade um YouTube channel, she was putting like those pellets in hers. So I was thinking about doing the pellet thing too. So it would be like almost like heavy bean baggish. So I might do that too, but I haven't decided it on if I want to do that yet. So that's one, two, Three, 4, 5. And y'all saw how big the head was, right? So that's another reason why I'm like, I gotta make sure this body is big enough for that head, because I don't want the head to be like way bigger than the body. So that's why I'm gonna do an extra row too. I don't know if I gotta count that because I think I lost myself. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be double. I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying. I am crocheting a turtle using a turtle shell using a 25 millimeter hook, and I got this yarn from Michael. It's just some extra thick yarn. I'm pretty sure you probably get extra thick yarn pretty much a lot of different places. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna have to double check that because I just got done talking and I was like, wait a minute. All right, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that was right. I was talking when I counted one, so that's why I got a little confused. I have ADHD, so I get sidetracked very easily while working. So I have to just make sure that I'm doing right. Thanks so much. I appreciate the likes. All right, so double trouble. We on double trouble. Double trouble. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi Jay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should have saw me earlier. Earlier, I got stuck in row. I think the third row is where I lost count, and I tried frogging once, and I was like, it still wasn't coming out to be 24. So I said, forget it. I'm just gonna throw some stitches in wherever just to make sure it equals out to 24, and we just gonna move on because I'm not gonna keep frogging this row and not figuring out where I got lost at. This one is harder to see, but when I did this one was easier for me to figure out where I got lost at because the yarn is thicker. This one is thinner than that yarn, so it's a little bit difficult for me to see the stitches. So I'm struggling here and there, but I'm all right. Let me go back and make sure where I'm at. One, two, three, four, five, double. One, two, three, four, five, double. One, two, three, four, five, double. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so double. And I don't like counting, so counting makes everything even worse for me. So I'll be like, I'll count, and I'm like, okay, did I say that? Did I say that number? I'm like, wait a minute. So I don't like to count over. Honestly, I don't like to count over five. Five is a good number for me to not go past. So if I gotta count over five, I'm like, wait a minute. One. I think I put double right there. Does that feel like double? Well, I'll figure it out in a minute. Hi, K Hod. One, three. Hi, colleague. Come on, three. Four. Hi. Five. And now I'm gonna count to the end of the row just to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be at. All right. So this is gonna be a double, and this is the end of my row right here. So one, two, three, four, five doubles. So we're right where we're supposed to be at. I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying, so I'm gonna tell you the answer, kind of like what people have been asking me. I'm using a 25 millimeter hook. I am working on a sea turtle, and this is the shell of the sea turtle. Okay, that's the double. I need to loosen this up some because it's dragging everything with it. Hi, Nadira. One, two. Hi, Danielle. Three. My hand's getting out of shot. Four. Come on. Ooh, I'm getting a workout. Five. All right, and then double trouble. So I'm getting ready to change to the green since I'm getting at the end of the blue, and I think I want to cut it a loose because I wanted to change clean. So instead of, I was thinking about continuing on with the blue, but this is not going to be a full row of blue. I'm just going to go ahead and switch to the green, and yeah, just go ahead and do it that way. So I confused myself because I stopped and talked. All right, so that's double trouble. So let me get double in there. Come on, and trouble. All right, so we got that in there. This is the first stitch here. So when I slip stitch, I want to change it Am I gonna want? Yeah, I want to change it to the green. So let me get my scissors and I guess go back right here. And we're gonna change it to the green, the middle of the green. This is gonna be so pretty. All right, so we're gonna slip stitch. Is this? Yeah, that's my first stitch. Let me pull this closer to me. Pull this tight. All right, darn. Oh, pull on that side. All right, let's just try to get you in there. So now I can close these up. Because this is going to be on the inside, I'm not really concerned about those hanging out like that. But I do need to pull that in a little bit more than that. Let's get our chain one, go back into this stitch, right? Yeah. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 increase. So that's one, this is two, three, 4, 5. At least now I know where I stopped at. 6. I mean where the beginning is, cause the color changed. 2, 4, 6. Okay, double trouble. Okay, 1, 2, no, don't fall. 2, 2. I gotta keep saying 2, cause I don't like to stop in the middle of counting a section of stitches. I could get confused. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, 2, 3. That's why you see me pull out so much yarn, because I like to count in sections so that I'll know that I, you know, did the right amount of stitches. 4, 5, 6. Like even I'll stop, like I just gotta do 6 single crochet and then an increase. I'll stop at the 6 and talk, and then I'll do my, well, yeah. Stop at the six and talk. Then do my increase. I'll talk again. Then I won't talk while I'm doing the six stitches. So double trouble. That way I can keep up, that I'm, you know, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Double trouble. All right. I'm gonna need to sit back further. Hey, Mary Beth, how you doing? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Aw, that's good. You're doing good. That's wild. Hey, FT. Hey, that was 6. So double trouble. Double trouble. So double trouble. Oh, okay. I got you. I get it though. Double trouble. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get the 6 in right there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm making a huge turtle. This is the turtle shell. I'm trying to get this. I'm working on this for a company, and I'm really like on like a time crunch. So I'm trying to go ahead and get it done. So far, I got the head. I'm sorry, I got the head and the 4 flippers done, and so I got to do the shell now, and then stuff it and sew all the flippers and the head and stuff together. So I'm hoping to be done with that no later than tomorrow. So I didn't go live Sunday, so this is like me making up for Sunday because my son's birthday was Sunday. So I went live yesterday evening, but I was like, let me do a makeup day because I really need to get this turtle done. So this is me like trying to get this turtle done, um, at least within the next 2 days. But thank goodness the crocheting part is almost over. I'm actually looking forward to sewing it. I never looked forward to sewing it if this wasn't such a workout. This 25 millimeter hook. If it wasn't such a workout, I wouldn't be like looking forward to the sewing part. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to like that part because it'll be easier than this part has been. This part has really like I probably lost a couple of pounds, gained some muscle weight, and everything working on this part. All right, don't make that stitch because I need more yarn, and that's gonna be double trouble. So I need to keep saying double. This is double trouble, double trouble, double trouble. Double trouble, double trouble, double trouble, double trouble. And I know the next part is gonna basically tell me to go into the back stitches for the rest of the turtle. I mean for the next part. So I need to pull up the video real quick so I can get to that part. And I probably need to put it on closed captions. All right, so I just finished up double trouble. Let me set this right here sorry, so I can get to the part of the video I'm gonna need to get to. Where are you? Okay, this is part one, and I need to get to part two. Is it gonna let me get to part two? Or it's gonna start part one over? Skip. Skip commercial. I knew it was gonna do that. Let's dismiss that. Let's go all the way down here. Let's fast forward through this so you can take me to part two. What is this? And I haven't made the tail yet. I forgot that part. I gotta make the tail, which I'm not that interested in making the tail either because the tail you have to make it into a cone. Hi Tran. Let me go to the tutorial. How do I get to the tutorial? How do I get to part two? How do I get to part two? Please let me get to part two. Rosalie. Let's see if it'll pull it up for me. Let's see. Oh crap. It wouldn't do it. Let me go back. Hi Shalene. Hi Saving Zelda. Alright, let me go to Rose and Lily and get to the part. Crochet Turtle Part 2. Rose and Lily. Come on. Crochet. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get to this part. Crochet Turtle. Let's see if you will get me to part 2. Yay. Yeah, that's part 2. Alright. Let's start that over. I'm gonna let you work through the shell. I finished working through. Alright, this was I'm lost. Alright, I think this is double trouble. This is one, two, three, four, five, six. Double trouble. I'm pretty sure that was double trouble, but now I gotta. Oh, you got two new kittens. I got a new dog. I adopted a dog over Christmas break, and he is very hyperactive. He is very busy. Like it, he. If you okay, so he's hungry, right? And then we feed him. If you move a muscle, he is distracted. So he'll be drinking water or eating for like 5 seconds, literally, no more than like 10 seconds. If you do anything like not stay in your spot while he's eating, he will get distracted and not eat the rest of his food for a while. So he's like that distracted. I've never seen a dog so distracted, like at the little is of things. Like, oh my goodness, he's such a busybody. Oh my god, what is going on? This is wait. Okay, okay. So that's 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 something. So she did go up to six increase. So I'm gonna have to maybe go up another row. Yeah, he's a puppy, but we've had a puppy lab before, and the puppy lab was not like this. Like I swear, like nothing like this. I've had two labs before, but they were nothing like this. I'm trying to figure out why is she not going in the back row, back stitch. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I do. Okay. So I do go up to six increase. So I am gonna have to go um up. He may be about. Let me see. I think he's about 5 to 6 months old. Is what I'm thinking. Because they were saying when we got him, he was 3 months. He was not 3 months. He was further along than 3 months. Um, by his behavior. But yeah, he's so wild. He is so wild. He's a wild child. He like fits because our family is so unorthodox, not the typical family. He fits in really well. So to say the least, he fits in really well. All right, so I was supposed to go back and make sure that I did what I was supposed to be doing. So one, two, three, four, five, six, double. One, two, three, four, five, six, double. One, two, three, four, five, six, double. One, two, three, four, five, six, and that is double. But yeah, yeah, he's a wild child. So he's giving me a run for my money. Now he does go. He's going to go get fixed. Um, what is it? Because we got him from the Humane Society. He's going to get fixed this week, so that might calm him down a little bit because he was a little a little hypersexual. The first couple of days he was hypersexual, so he's calmed down from that. But I think maybe him getting fixed may calm that down just a little bit. We'll see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. Okay. 6. This might. I don't know. 5, 6. It wouldn't hurt for me to go another row. I'm trying to be safe. Hi, Kyoko. I'm trying to be safe that this is big enough for the head. So I am gonna go up to 7 increase just to be on the safe side. This is this is an increase. One, two, three, four, five, six. Increase. One, two, three, four, six. Increase. Try to keep my hand in the view. So this is double trouble. Okay. Which I could have just went here to make sure I was where I was supposed to be at. One, two, three, four, five, six. And this should be an increase here. Hi, Maria. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right, double trouble. I'm trying to see if I go just not increase the next row. And hi, Christine. Not increase the next row. And the comparison to the flippers, would it be fine? I'm trying to see if I just need to just stick to the pattern. So this is like a big flipper. They usually go down like this. All right, this is a flipper. No, this is a flipper. And this is a flipper. And the head is like this big. And so I'm trying to see with my mind. The head is like this big. And so if I don't do that next row, what will happen? So if I go one more row, I think I'm gonna go up the next row. Part in my head, I'm like, I don't want the extra work, but it's gonna happen. So we're gonna go up to 7 increase, and that's just because this is thinner, slightly thinner than the other yarn I've used. I'm just trying to make sure this is a little loose for me, for my liking. It's bothering me. Pull it down a little bit. All right. So slip stitch here, because this is the slip stitch start for the last row, and this is the first stitch. All right. I'm getting off here like 45 minutes after the hour, so I got about 35 minutes left. Mm, now that's being naughty. I ain't had that issue in a minute. Slip stitch. Okay, I'm good now. I got to the kids back in school, so I'm gonna have to prepare to go get the other one and then take the other one to football practice. Okay, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Okay. I want to make a rug. That's been on my list for years. I so want to make a rug because I want to like make my rug in my shed, and I think that'd be really nice to like have my own rug that I've made. What type of yarn are you using? Maybe I'll use something like this yarn. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double. Okay, okay. That sounds pretty awesome. I like that idea. Cause I'm trying to I'm getting ready to change up my space. I bought some organizers, some more organizers. I haven't bought organizers in a while. So I bought some more organizers. I have some stuff for decor. I bought a little blow up couch, but I'm gonna put like a blanket to cover it so that it doesn't look, like a blow up couch. And I would really like to do, yeah, a carpet. So I'm trying to make my shed look more, more like aesthetic. So that was one, two. What colors you using? 3, 4. Oh, that'd be nice. But I wouldn't want you to do it because all the work you to put into it. That sounds like an awesome idea, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I was on 4. So, of course, like that'll be me. Get bored. 5, 6. Yeah, yeah. 7. I hope you get it done too. I'm rooting for you. You can do it. It's double. I I went for a backpack and I made the granny squares to go to it. And I think I was done with it, but I never finished it. I've had the granny squares done for like a year and a half now, or a little over a year. I've had the granny squares done. Thanks so much for the likes. And so I don't know. It's something about I don't mind putting like granny squares together for a hat. I guess because I know what I need to do, but for me, I don't really know how I want to put the backpack together, and so I think that's where I shut down at is I have to figure it out on my own. But I really need to go back and put. And now the squares are everywhere. I was trying to keep I was trying to like work on them when I had the chance, and so I wouldn't always put them with the other ones. So there's three in one bag, and then there's three in another bag, and then there's three somewhere else. And I'm just like, I don't even know what I did with half the squares. They're like all over the place. So I have to figure out where the squares are too. Let me make sure. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, double. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, double. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And right now, I'm also working. I had to put it to the side, but once I get done with this, I'm gonna have to rush and get it done. I'm working on a what is it? Oven mitt. So I gotta make two of these oven mitts. So I know it's two different blues, but I'm working on oven mitts and for my mom's birthday. So this is something I'm putting together. So what I'm gonna do is once I get like this part off of it, this is gonna be a part. Then I'm gonna go back and loom knit the thumb one, the thumb part, and I'm going to go in Walmart and find some fabric that close like a little nice piece of fabric. I'm gonna turn it into like, you know, the oven mitt type shape, and I'm gonna sew it together, put some cotton in between it, and then sew it to the oven mitt. Sorry, I'm still congested. Sew it to the oven mitt, so that's like an extra form of protection. Cause you know the oven. Hold on, just a second. I'm so sorry, y'all. My congestion is acting up. Now let me find my hand sanitizer. Sew it on to the yeah. Sew it on to the oven mitt, so it'll be like sandwiched in there. The cotton would be because it won't melt. So that's my next project. So hopefully once I get that done, I can share that with y'all too. Now I lost count. All right. So now let me go back, figure out where I'm at. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, double. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, double. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and then this double. Well, I didn't want it because if I do it with, it's not gonna be hard. It's just gonna be well for me. It's just gonna be a lot of work or some work. I wanted to look like a midden, but I wanted to make sure it's actually useful instead of just something she can look at. So that's the reason why I'm gonna do it that way. And it's just a lot of work. It's not like it's it's you know So I'm just trying to make sure if she use it that her hands don't burn. I'm that person that like overthinks things. So the it might work by itself, but I'm just trying to make sure that it works. I lost myself again. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, double. Right, just one, two. Yes, I'm using. This is cotton yarn. This is what is this? I got some yarn. This is like a softer cotton yarn. I don't know where I got this one from. Somebody might have gave that to me. But I'm also using peaches and cream, which is a little bit thicker. But this yarn is kind of it's um it might be a little bit thinner than four-way yarn. So that's another reason why I said I was gonna use the cotton in there. But yeah, I'm using cotton, so it'll be heat safe. I think this was double. This is double, and this is one, two. One, two, three, four, seven, and this is double, and this is one, two. One, two, three. Yeah, but I'll be using all cotton stuff so that it doesn't end up getting melted. Four, five. But I'm really excited to do it because something I wanna. It'll be something new and different. Six, seven. Trying to get this row done for yeah, fly, double trouble. Awesome. That sounds cute. Okay, that was double trouble. I need more yarn. And then after that, after I finish her her oven mitts, I'm going to work on another hoodie. So I'm gonna have like two hoodies for Valentine's Day. And I wanted to make some stash jars for Valentine's Day. So that's another project that I'm trying to get done before Valentine's Day too. So it's just the real wrench in the plan is that I wanted to make her something for her birthday, and the idea came to me at the last minute. But usually, when stuff comes to me at the last minute, that's when I'll force myself to, get it done. But I'm trying to get this turtle on out the way so that I can focus more on that. So that's the reason why I'm like, I want this turtle done within the next 2 days so that I can focus solely on getting her oven mitts done. And I won't put it on live until I at least have one done. I think it was five, six, double trouble. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, a 7. 7, girl, 7. 7. Crap. I think I might have messed it up right here. So let me make sure. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to keep recounting this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double. Okay. Yeah, I got like so much on the agenda. So that's the only thing. Only thing. I was like, I shouldn't have signed up for this, this thing that I'm working on. I shouldn't have did this to myself. This is totally my fault. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't have to count anymore for a minute. So the next row I don't have to count, so I should be fine to like just crochet that all the way through. Double, treble. All right. So this is the turtle. This is how big the turtle shell is gonna be. So now I just need to make it thick. So it needs to be about this thick. So we're gonna do 2 rows of single crochet. I'm just trying to get into that first stitch. Ha ha ha. All right, so 2 rows of single crochet, slip stitch. Yeah, I got about 15 minutes left. All right. So I don't need to count nothing. And now I can just really chill and run my mouth and get distracted. So I just need to make sure I go in every stitch now. And I'm late on Valentine's Day stuff, and yeah, cause me getting sick is what really put me behind. Like I wouldn't be this far behind on this turtle or anything else if I hadn't gotten sick. But I guess that was my body telling me I needed to rest. Because once I started feeling better, I was up for a whole day. I was up for 27 hours. My body was like, oh, the pent up energy. Well, my mind was like the pent up thought processes and the energy. And I was up for like 27 hours. Then I went to sleep for like 3 hours that day. After that, then I got about 4 hours of sleep the next day, and I was up. I don't know how many I got last night. So I've been like on like a roller coaster. I guess I got really talkative after I said I ain't got to count. I'm on a roll now. And that's not in all the other stuff is not including content creation. So as soon as I get off live, I gotta go edit a video for today's content. Now here, I'm just gonna have to remember where I started. This is where I started. I'm gonna put some yarn right here because it's gonna start to look all the same in a second. Let me put that right there. Uh-oh. Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate it. All they counting, I'm on the roll now. I'm I'm feeling so much better. I do not like counting at all. Yeah, I got about 5 minutes left. So I'm gonna have to go in there and find me something to eat. All right, let me turn you. Mm, loosen up some more yarn. My arm is saying it's feeling the burn. It is feeling the burn. Yeah, I was sick. Thank you, friend. Thanks so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I was sick Christmas Eve. I was sick Christmas Eve and I really just got over it on Sunday. Like I'm still like clearing out now, but yeah, I was sick. Thanks so much for the likes. I probably won't get off here until I finish this row because I know I'm gonna want to finish this row. But once I finish this row, I'm gonna get off here. I'm just saying that just in case it go past the time, which um I'm starting to think that it is. I'm sweating a little bit. This, yeah, that's my last stitch of this row. But yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I should be back on next Sunday. Um, we'll be on to a new project. Probably have that pot hold. I'm at that oven mitt on live next time. I don't know. No, I got some other stuff. I gotta start prepping for market. So I do have other stuff that I need to get done. And I probably need to do Valentine's Day stuff on live too. So I probably might need to just like don't work on the oven mid on live and just do it um in my spare time. So I know for certain where I'm going. This is the last stitch. So hope to see you guys back here on next Sunday. Trying to figure out why this yarn is like this. On next Sunday at 8 p.m. Central. Next Sunday and Monday. So I should be back here next Sunday and Monday at 8 p.m. Central. And yeah, so thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. That's my slip stitch and chain one. I just had to finish it first. Alrighty, that's gonna be a big turtle. All right, y'all. Have a good one. See y'all back here next week. Peace out.